Hello guys, welcome to Solving Solutions, your number one channel where you get solutions to all your solving problems. It's nice having you in class again today. How have you been? Hope you've been doing very well. It's alright. Today we are going to show you something very interesting. We are going to show you how to move an AutoCAD diagram as a shapefile. Very important. That's the keyword there. As a shapefile to any GIS package, be it ArcGIS or QGIS. Yes. Moving diagrams, or let's say moving files rather, from AutoCAD to any GIS package. I think we have a video on that on this channel. It will be left on the description section where you can have access to that. How to move from AutoCAD to any GIS package. We still use ArcGIS on that video. However, we are going to show you how to move it as a shapefile. Yeah, very important. That's the keyword, or that's the essence of the video. As a shapefile from AutoCAD to GIS. Most times when we want to digitize after whatever you've done, maybe your referencing and the rest of that, when we want to digitize, you actually create shapefiles for most of the features or all of the features you are digitizing. So we are going to show you how to move it from AutoCAD to a GIS package, which is actually a QGIS package. And there's also something very interesting I will also let you know. It's about layer, but we are going to tell you towards the end of the video, so you just have to keep watching. Alright, now the first thing now is that you have your points, and let's say we have some points here to use. So we are going to okay, these are the points, right? So we just copy them, Ctrl C, and then okay, let's see the unit here. What do we have as the unit? Unit, right? Okay, let's see the units we have here. Okay, we are okay. We come to direction and then good. We are good to go, right? Good. So since we've copied the points, we come to the command and then we paste it here. So I think we have our points here. So zoom extend, Z enter, E enter. So this is actually the shapefile we want to export. And okay, let's do this for it to be closed. So we paste it again, and then okay, we close our polygon. Here. Good. We close our polygon here. Enter. So we have a closed polygon here. Am I right? We have a closed polygon here. So this is this is the file we want to export as a shapefile to any GIS package you want to use. Sometimes it might not be line feature. Sometimes you have other features that are point features. We have polygon and points and some other how do I call it, classification. So sometimes you have line and let's say point. Good. So since maybe let's assume you have line and points, that's what I'm saying. We are going to show you that towards the end of the video, and you just have to follow us through. Thank you very much. So we have we've plotted the points. We assume that in this boundary or whatever, we have different points inside, but we are just going to work with what we are seeing now. So we are going to do what? We are going to show you how to move it towards any GIS package. GIS packages and GIS softwares work with coordinate systems most of the time. Or would I say that's one of the distinction, that's one of the difference between CAD software and GIS software. You can always come to AutoCAD and start drawing lines, without considering whatever geographic system you're using. However, if you want to appreciate more, if you want to appreciate GIS more, or let's say those GIS softwares more, you'll have to define what your coordinate system, so that you can work like you're working real time. So the first thing we are going to do is that we are going to use this command called mapc assign. So we have map good mapc assign. This command will let us good assigns a global coordinate system code for your current drawing. Specify a coordinate system for the current drawing to take the advantage of coordinate transformation capability. So this is actually very important. This description actually, like I said, has done justice to whatever we want to talk about. So you just you click on it, and then you wait for the next next dialog box to come up, and then when it does, we move on. So Let's see. Good. So coordinate system assigned. Now the next thing is that you search for wherever location you are. So we do as here, and then we just, so we are going to use MENA UTM zone 32. Yes, we are going to use that. So you click on it. So wherever you are, you just use the search tool here. Then you just search for whatever location you are. Then the different status, the code description, the coordinate system will just come up. You select which of them is where maybe you're working with, related to you. Then you do what you assign, right? Good, you assign. So this your drawing has been assigned a coordinate reference system that has been assigned to a particular coordinate reference system on the globe or whatever the case is. So maybe if it's not just the point, if it's not just the lines, you have point features or whatever features there. All the drawings on this interface have been assigned a coordinate reference system. So the next thing we want to do now is what we want to export. That takes us to the next command. So the next command is what? Map export. Map what? Export. So you click on it. When you click on it, maybe during the first launching on maybe your system or the software, it will not come to ESR shapefile. But remember that what we want to do is that we want to export it as what? ESR shapefile. So maybe if it's on Autodesk, SDF, or any other format, it's just what you ensure that you now specify that it's what? ESR shapefile. So you click on ESR shapefile, then you give it a name. So let's just call it SS test. SS test, right? That's fair. So ensure that you specify the file name to be what? ESR shapefile. So the next thing is what you say, okay. It takes us to the next dialog box, and then we just define some things. Now export. Now this is the extension of this directory where it will, and the extension .shp. So now what are we exporting? The point type, the object type. We are exporting line, not a point. And then select objects to export. You can either select or select manually, or you select from a layer. So let's select from a layer. Now the layer automatically, that's why I'm saying you'll have to follow us through. The layer automatically it's on a default layer, which is what? Layer O, which is there. However, there's still something we have to show you towards the end of the video. So you click on layer properties, no colors, no line type, layer, which is that. Then you define which of the layers you are going to use. If maybe you have saved it as maybe electric pole, building, road, water, is it stream or water body, whatever, you will see them on the layer. You see the layers defined here. However, we are using the default layer O, or 0 rather. So we say what? This, and then we say okay. So the next dialog box will come up, and then we'll see that it has already been selected. You can see that it has been selected, and then the object selected is 1 because it is seen as 1. Good. So the next thing we are going to do is that, remember that we selected by what? Layer, manually, not all. So we say what? Okay. So exported. So it has been exported. So we've actually we saved it. The folder is on the desktop. So we access the folder on the desktop. So we can now see what it has been exported. The most important, or let's say the file we are looking for is this particular one here, which is the shapefile. So we are now going to access, or let's say go to our GIS package and then export it there. So remember the steps, please don't forget the steps. You plot your points, go to maps, you assign a coordinate system to it. Then upon assigning the coordinate system to it, you move it to you also export it out as a shapefile. So the next thing now is you come to the GIS package you are using. So we said earlier we are going to use QGIS. So this is the QGIS. Now the next thing is you come to layer, because we are going to move in a layer, add a layer, add vector layer. So we say add vector layer. So you do you choose or use this browse. Yeah. So you now search for wherever you've saved it. So it's actually on the desktop, TTT, that way. Trying to spell text. Good. So this is the file we want to we want to bring into, or let's say, would I say import to what? Import to QGIS as what? As a shapefile. Are we together? Good. Open. So maybe by the time you are adding, they might ask you to define the coordinate system wherever it is and rest of that, if possible. Select transformation. So okay, let's use zone 31, zone 32, right? We use zone 32 if I'm not making a mistake. Is it 31 or 32? We use 32. Good. So let's use this. We say okay. We've added it, right? So we can actually close now. Good. So we can close now. Good. So we've actually exported it from AutoCAD to QGIS as a shapefile. You know, this is not the same as just moving it. The difference is that the QGIS software is now recognizing this as a shapefile because of the coordinate system has been attached to it. So as we were saying earlier, we said we are going to show you how to, in case maybe you are having more than one object on the drawing, like you have points, you have line, or maybe some other features that you want to do. So we are going to show you on the description section now. You just see there is a link to one of our videos where you can where we showed you how to create layers. Yes, how to create layers. So you create layers for the line, you create layers for the points, and then by the time you go on the software, I mean on AutoCAD, where you want to actually export, and then you are selecting what to use, and then you go to layer. You now define which of the layer. You know, remember that, okay, this is what we are trying to say. You come to what? Map export, right? Good. You come to map export. So remember, you show you on the description section, you see where to a video on how to create layer. However, when you create layer and then you are having different layers, the next thing is, okay, let's just do a test RRR. So we can just show it to you randomly and then we leave. So let's assume that you have exported the line feature and you want to export a point feature. So you click on points, right? Object type, point. The first one has been exported. So you come to this, select manually. So you now go to what? You go to layer feature, because that's where you've actually distinguished it. The properties, that's where you've distinguished it. So you click on layer. On clicking on layer, you come to the value. On the value, you might have saved it as maybe electric pole or maybe trees or whatever the case is. Remember, this is the default which we used on the video. So maybe by the time you create layer for some other features, you will not see only this 0 again. You see the name for maybe roads, buildings, or whatever. So you select which of it is it, and then if it is line or point or whatever the case is, you would have actually assigned it before now. Then you just come, you OK. However, since we are not continuing with this, we just want to show it to you. So we are going to what? We are going to close this, because that's not the essence of this video at this point, right? Good. So we are still going to close it because we've actually exported what we need. Are we together? Good. So yeah, thanks for coming to class. I hope you've found solution to this particular solving problems on how to move from AutoCAD to what any GIS package or any GIS software what as a shapefile, as a what? As a shapefile. So yeah, thanks for coming to class. It's nice having you around. Please, if you're coming for the first time, if you're just watching our videos for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. You like our video, you leave a comment, and then please you also share it with your friends, because it's very, very important. That's how you encourage us. So until I see you again on the next video, make sure you keep being a good geomatic engineer, being a good GIS expert, and then keep analyzing your spatial data very well. And then make sure you stay safe. Have a nice time. Bye.